we've taken about the last 6 months or so to reevaluate the marketing position of Ingram Micro. And prior to bringing Derick on, one of the things that we wanted to accomplish was to make sure that the person in the position had authority across all of our vendor marketing managers, and we really beefed up kind of that area altogether. So we took about, I said, 6 months to do that. Then when we had our search of different candidates, obviously Derick brings a lot of unique skills into this position that dovetail really well with some of the recent changes that we made. I think last time we got together, we were talking about reorganizing the vendor management positions by, not by vendor, but by practice. So we have a data center practice now, and we have a mobility practice, we have supplies, we have software, et cetera. So in advance of doing that, and then having the opportunity to hire Derick, who's a bit of a data center guru, I think in Canada, allows us to set strategic vision from the marketing department instead of having it come from the just strictly the vendor management department.
Where I'm looking at right now is really understanding kind of where Ingram plays in the distribution market, understanding how the partners are. This is my first VTN conference, and I'm actually really impressed with the partner community that they have here, and actually very excited to be working with their partner community, especially around kind of new initiatives. So the new business intelligence initiative that's actually happening that just got announced is a very, very exciting thing that I know both our VTN partners and other wide-reaching type of applications for that is going to be rather amazing. I think the VTN partner community itself is a very unique community here that I didn't even know about. That is, I'm very, very excited to be working with. So I think those are kind of key areas that I'm looking at right now.
Okay. Coming out of the downturn, I think from our perspective, the health of the VAR has been, quite incredible. And I think you would have expected a lot more VARs hurting financially, but what we've seen is a very strong VAR come out of this recession. And it's very refreshing to see that. I think they learned a lot of things over the last 10 years. I think they built their business practice to be successful in a number of different economic environments. So, what we're seeing, what our foundations into next year are really focused on virtualization, data center, storage, and security. And I think that's where we see the biggest opportunity for growth for the VARs going into 2010 and beyond. As the recovery happens, we think that's where they can make investments with us through the VTN community, obviously, and be quite successful. We've made certainly a number of investments. We continue to make investments in helping them get there. And the VARs have lots of choices now, although they've really moved from a generalist company to a specialist company in a lot of cases. Certainly with the dynamics with some of the larger companies being very general in nature, it's really forced them to be much more valuable to their specific end user customers. So we've helped them get there in a lot of cases. I think our investment in tech support, for example, and what we can do to make sure that the back end of their company is healthy, allows them to be much more successful and make some investments in areas that will be fruitful for them going forward.